Hey, hey, do not get discouraged, okay? Do not get discouraged. Listen, sometimes I hear some people in the community for totally different reasons going on about how, like, oh, paper computer games, it's kind of hopeless. Look, all this work I've put in and it's not catching on. Some people get discouraged when somebody leaves the community. What if it's a big person, if somebody leaves the community or seems to leave the community and it's like, the PCG community is finished, I hear that a lot. Or maybe not a lot, but I've heard it, okay? Do not get discouraged. Let me tell you something, right? There was a time when the PCG community was me. Just me and nobody else. That's it. Because remember, right? Like, it started with me and my friends, but there was a time when, when we grew up, when we, became adults and everybody started getting jobs and there wasn't much time for this nonsense anymore. And nobody was doing it. Nobody was like, it was sort of just in the past. And no one was doing it anymore. And no one really cared. No one really thought about that even, except for me. I was the only one. It was just me. The entire legacy and history of paper computer games was all in my head, and that's it, and nowhere else in the universe, right? And somehow I created a YouTube channel, and I told people about it, and I showed it to them, and people saw it for themselves. And since that time, we've created this whole Discord and this whole PCG world and this whole PCG community and stuff like that, right? And that was all built off of one person. Just one person, right? Nobody else. Just me. So we started with one person and it grew into this whole thing that it is right now. That was one person, but each of you are each one person also. And here I am coming to this PCG community and seeing all of you guys, and all of you have created all this incredible stuff. This just amazingly creative stories and ideas for PCGs that I never would have thought of. Characters. So many of you have art that's like way better than my art. Like I could never have imagined all of this. This was in my wildest dreams like 15 years ago, you guys. You do not understand. You don't understand what it's like to just be alone in this and thinking like this really might be it. This really might be all there ever is to PCGs. So each one of you can do the same thing I did, because PCGs are strong. There's something about it. Like, and that was what I felt. Like, there was something strong about this that appeals to people. And that if you show it to people, they will get into it. A lot of them. This is a really, really, really good and strong idea. And yeah, it's hard work. Yes, for me, it took a long time. But I did it. And if I can do it, you can do it. Even if it, look, what if Epic Worlds left and King Froggy left? Like, what if, all of the big guys left and there was just you? Whoever you are watching this video, if it was just you and you're all that's left, that would be enough to restart the PCG community. Because I did it. And it can happen again. And I think that PCGs can get big. Don't tell me they can't. If it could go from one person to all of this, it can absolutely get big. I do not want to hear otherwise. All right? It may take a while. It may take 10 years even. It may take 15 years. I don't know how long it's going to take. But I think the idea has such strength, and I think it has such power that it will get there. I think it will survive because right now all of you guys are having fun playing it, and because this idea is going to keep going. All right? So anything is possible. Each and every one of us can create our own PCG community around us. Epic already proved that to us, right? He already created his PCG club at his school. He got so many more people into it. And yeah, sometimes things like that do fizzle out. They die out. It's true. It's true. But every time they do, they add something, right? They add some like lore and stories that later groups can build on. And at some point, if we keep trying that, if we keep building them, some of them will catch on. It's like trying to catch a fire, right? Like when you're trying to turn on a stove, sometimes you got to go and then eventually it catches. You'll get there. Look how far we have come. This is insane. I do not want to hear anything else. So, yeah, bye.